Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Hot Bread. I would like for you to turn to Psalms chapter 40, and we're going to discuss the first two, well, maybe three verses. And this is a story about David. And he here is kind of talking about and going over his problems and his journey and the challenges that he had in his life. And so the first verse says, I waited patiently for the Lord. That grabbed me right there. It said, waited patiently for the Lord. So just right there is showing me that David was determined. Because nowadays, people aren't patiently waiting on anything. Whatever they want it right now. You know, they're frustrated and they don't want to wait in the line at the grocery store because the lines are too long. I've seen people even put their groceries back because the line was too long. They just didn't want to wait. Then you have those at the doctor's office, and then they're sitting there and they're going up. When is he going to see me? Is he going to see me? How long is it going to take? So as you can see, we not doing too well on waiting patiently. But here, David waited patiently on the Lord. What does that mean? He didn't give up, right? It said he waited patiently. And then on the next part of the verse, it says, and he inclined unto me. Now look at that. Who did? The Lord did. Incline, what? To David. What is incline? Incline is turning towards his direction. It's bringing his attention to David. Why? It says because he says, and heard my cry. Now this crying that David does is not the cry of a baby or whining or anything like that, but David has petitioned the Lord. And so what did he do? He patiently waited on the Lord. What? He didn't let anything come between him waiting on the Lord. He didn't let things getting worse come in between him waiting on the Lord. He didn't let attitude towards the Lord, like he better come now, or why isn't he come? It said that he patiently waited on the Lord. So what is patiently waiting? Well, patiently waiting is a position of hope and expectation. And this is also trust, knowing that the Lord was going to answer him, knowing that the Lord was going to come to his aid and to his cry that he had given out to him. How long did he wait? It didn't say. It said that he patiently waited. Until when? Until the Lord turned toward his situation, until the Lord heard, until the Lord responded, until the Lord made a strategic move in turning towards him. So inclining also, I meant to say, means to bend as you're moving towards. That means that the Lord bend. That means he really is listening to David at this time, making his plea. So it says also that he brought me up out of a horrible pit. This lets you know David was not in a really good situation, that he was in a dark place and that he was stuck. Wherever he was stuck because he couldn't get out of the situation that it was in. So what did he do? He patiently waited until the Lord heard his cry, and then the Lord, brought him from out of the trouble, from out of the darkness that he was in. And then it says on the other side of the verse, it says that he out of the miry clay, he set my feet upon a rock and established my going. So right there, the Lord heard him. He bent toward his need. He pulled him up out from where he was. Then what did he do? He just didn't leave him. He sat him in a place of steadiness. He sat him in a place of assured footing. And then he sent him on his way. He set him on the path that he needed to be on. So here it is. We learn from David that you shouldn't give up and that you shouldn't give in. And though even trouble is coming your way, and even though frustration may try to get you, impatience may try to come, don't. Wait patiently on the Lord. Why? Because he's the one that can pull you out of that situation that you're in. He is the answer. And to know this, that the Lord hears us when we earnestly pray and we earnestly ask him to pull us out of our situations. What a mighty God we serve. And it's good to know that God's timing is the right timing, and God's time is not wasted time. So we should learn how to wait patiently in a position of hope and expectation that the Lord will answer your cry. Thank you for listening today. Hope to see you again.